And welcome to the pre-show podcast. For our actual podcast, we're doing a 19-hour podcast leading up to WrestleMania. We kind of wanted to take a page out of the WWE's book. Way too long and stuff you don't even want to listen to or pay attention to. I don't know. We kind of felt that it was the right thing to do. I mean, if they can just throw things in your face and expect it to work, why can't we?
Yeah, plus, to be honest, I mean, WrestleMania will probably be 19 hours in, a few years anyway, so.
Don't even, I was kidding, but no, I don't want people to really think that that's a thing.
Yeah. Well, you gotta have a 5-hour pre-show.
Yeah.
With the pre-show, the kickoff show, which is really just the show on a different media outlet.
And that's USA a shoot too, right? Network. It is 5 hours.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This whole thing is like going to be around 7, I think. It's a 2-hour pre-show, and then 4 or 5 hour main card.
Oh, spare me! No, I am excited. I'm excited because the New Day Rock. What a segue that was. So today, well, first of all, Brad, how was your time during the week? We didn't get to talk much. You're busy with family things, and I'm busy, planning out my days off this weekend. So I'll work one day in a 13-day stretch. But
nice.
How are you?
Not as good as you, dickhead.
I can't help it. I get lucky sometimes.
Well, okay, I'll leave that one alone. I actually like your girlfriend. I'll leave that one alone.
Good idea.
Okay, so yeah, I'm good though. I'm good, and I'm really looking forward to WrestleMania. I think it's a great card, and just kind of going back to what I've said all along. I think that's in spite of the storytelling WWE is doing. I don't think they're doing their matches any favors with their storytelling. I just think they've got such great talent. And in such great matches that, it's going to be a good show, more of in spite of them.
That is really, you've been saying that a lot. And especially when it comes to, and we'll get to the match in a little bit, especially when it comes to a certain match. And I'd like to get your very critical thoughts on it as we predict the entire show. I'm excited too. I think it's going to be fun. I have buddies coming over. It's going to be a good time. I think it's something that, us as wrestling fans need to, admire and not, I don't think we should just overthink what's going to happen. I always have put it, since I've been covering wrestling now for, 2018, probably since 2010. And this is the one day where you can't be a critic, just be a fan. And that's, I don't know. What do you think about that? I've always had that kind of thought process, and it's worked. Like WrestleMania Day, I don't give a damn what happens for the most part. I just like to watch it for the show, the theatrics, all of that.
Yeah, I totally understand that. It's kind of like I personally don't like to be spoiled.
Me neither. Me neither.
With surprises, etc., which is very ironic because that's what I do in professional wrestling. And that's what I do for journalism. But personally, my preference is not to do that at all. It's to be surprised. And, I sacrifice that to report the news to everybody who does want to hear that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, I watch it. And as a fan, I can say, okay, that was a lot of fun. And as a journalist, I can say, okay, this was good and that was fun, but this wasn't fun and this wasn't good and they could have done this better, blah, blah, blah. So there's a couple different hats I wear. It's fake fighting in underwear. I try not to take it too seriously, at least not as much as I used to, because I don't want to care about it more than they do. I think that's my general rule. So, yeah. So it should be very interesting. I think, again, this was arguably the worst storyline build-up for a WrestleMania in modern history. It's been terrible.
I think the best story that they're writing right now is the Braun Strowman tag team partner.
I think it's got to be probably the most compelling, right?
Sure, that gives us the most surprise.
Yeah, I mean the only other I guess the only other one that would, even compete with that is John Cena and The Undertaker, which we'll talk about.
We will. I don't hate the Roman and Brock. I really don't. I don't hate the Roman and Brock thing whatsoever. But I can see where people think it would leave a lot to be desired. But you talked about it being WrestleMania and judging what's fun and not good. I talked to the New Day today in an interview, sponsored by Snickers. They made sure that they got it in at the very last second, which I found really funny. They clearly didn't give a damn who the hell was sponsoring it. And I asked them what made it different this year, because they're not hosting it. And I think hosting it is a hell of a lot different than wrestling in it. It's a whole different mindset. And they literally said without pause that, this is just another night for them. They said, obviously it's WrestleMania and you have to gear up for hundreds of thousands of people all over the place. But it was interesting to see that, from a mental approach, it's exactly the same.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Well, they're like, well, we wrestled what? We wrestled 2 weeks ago, 2 days ago. We treat all those matches the same. And they're like, if you treat the matches the same, then you're going to go out there and perform at your best every single day. I'm like, well, you know what? That's a hell of a point. So, hats off to the New Day. They were fun. I had a lot of fun with them. They're really good people. And usually I interview Roman Reigns every year at Mania time. And he talks about, getting strong with Snickers and helping him get the last punch in.
Oh, is it Snickers what, made him strong?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was,
well,
maybe
you didn't get the Roman Reigns interview because of the heat from me and my Johnny Bravo.
That might have been it. That might have been it. Well, Snickers picks who does the interviews. So it's Snickers that didn't want Roman. Yeah, so that's for all you people out there. Yeah. Don't blame Brad. Blame Snickers. It's their fault. Well, I'm just going to drop it. I'll drop it.
Yeah.
Well, all right. We have to predict WrestleMania, and this is going to be the entire show. Literally, the title of the show is the one where we predict WrestleMania matches. So we're going to predict WrestleMania matches and actually get into the nitty-gritty of WrestleMania. So first and foremost, let's start off with the kickoff to the pre-show. Is there? Okay, wait. How does this work? There's a kickoff show, a pre-show, a double pre-show, then the main show?
And then I can't keep track, but I know there's the kickoff show, which is going to have the matches on it.
And then Raw talk. And then talking.
Yeah. There's a lot of talking. There's a lot of matches. There's a lot of different stuff. None of it really matters. The show is the show. It's like the most... It's the silliest concept ever. Like, okay, we've got WrestleMania. We're going to have like a pre-show and a main show,
a post-show.
I get it. It's like you want to have a couple of hours on USA Network where it's not a subscriber-based streaming service, and that's going to attract new eyes potentially, and blah blah blah. So I understand that, but still, probably they could find a better way to do it. Like you can watch it on the network for free for the first 2 hours, or there's, I don't know. It's kind of
free. They're giving it away for free.
I know it's cool. It's kind of like a show before a show. Like it's just whatever. Yeah, it's all free. It doesn't matter, right? They got to have that subscriber number boosted for their stockholders, so it's all free.
And I respect that.
Yeah,
but from a business perspective, but still. Okay, let's start off. Is the kickoff show what you have here confirmed, or did you just make this all up?
I didn't make it up, although that would have been funny. No, it is Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, the Women's Battle Royal, and the Cruiserweight Championship Tournament Finals. That's correct.
Wow. Okay. I don't, you know what? I'm okay if the Cruiserweights end the pre-show. That's fine with me because, Mustafa Ali's been killing it in his promos recently, and he wrestled a hell of a match. It wasn't him. The Cruiserweights wrestled a hell of a match in Pittsburgh at 205 Live, so I was excited to see them. Anywho, for the armbar, whoever wins, by the way, they get, I don't know, a happy ending.
They get a 2-month singles push.
That's right. You got to say bitch a lot, though. That'll get you pushed even more.
Yeah.
You know that?
That's right, bitch.
That's your title win right there.
Yeah.
For the arm,
I'm just gonna and I'm gonna point to the WrestleMania sign, and that means I'm now in a WrestleMania match.
you got to giggle too, like
Yeah.
Giggles Rousey, Ronda Giggles Rousey.
No one is ready for Brad.
All right, so my prediction for the armbar, I don't even have one right now. I hear. Go ahead.
The giant memorial battle. How dare you? How dare you make fun of a battle royal that was essentially put together so they can put a bunch of guys in there that they have nothing to do with and don't care anything about?
Yeah. Matt Hardy, broken Matt Hardy with the help of Brother Nero. That's my pick.
I think Matt Hardy has a good chance to win, and potentially Bray Wyatt or the new incarnation of Bray Wyatt as well.
Sister Abigail.
Yeah, he could be a transgender Sister Abigail character.
Sister Abigail
was a guy.
What sister was a guy.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just saying they've got a good chance to win.
I'm going broken Matt with the help of Brother Nero. That's my pick.
Okay.
Who are you going with?
I just said. What do you mean? Am I going with?
You agree?
Yeah.
Okay, Matt Hardy. It is across.
I mean, you look at who. Granted, we don't have all the names, but you look at who's in it. They're probably not going to repeat the winner. Maybe they could, but I don't see the point in that.
I don't either.
And I just don't. They've got the Matt Hardy thing going, and whatever.
I agree. All right, now for the women's armbar, which is funny because Chris Jericho on Twitter, or it was on his podcast, he texted Vince. He said, you should name it the Sensational Sherry, the Sensational something tournament. And he just said, thanks, THNX. Which means Vince doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, he was forced to change the name of
once already.
The Battle Royal, and so he said, I'll fix you, pal.
Yeah,
I'm going to put it on a kickoff show.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
That'll teach you to speak.
The women's armbar, give me Sasha Banks.
Give me Bailey.
So you're thinking, I know your thought process already. You're going to go with a Sasha heel turn, and Bailey's going to give her the business.
Oh, she's going to give her the business, all right.
So what are we going to have there? Sasha turns, Bailey wins, Sasha flips the F out.
Probably a 5-star cat fight.
After they eliminate everyone else, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Possibly. Maybe. Don't quote me.
I won't. Trust me. Never do. I won't source you either. So,
jeez.
Yeah, we have
every other dirt sheet out there, huh?
We have our picks for the women's and men's armbar. Now let's get to the Cruiserweight Championship. Give me the Chicago native Mustafa Ali for the victory.
Yep, I agree. Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, he's been. Have you seen his promos recently? They have been pretty good.
That's what I've heard. I don't care enough about 205 Live to watch.
Of course not.
I watch the big leagues, and I watch, the American big leagues, and the big leagues is Raw and SmackDown, brother. Brother.
Well, you should get used to watching winners because, when Mustafa Ali is going to wrestle in the main event, he'll win, unlike a certain football team that lost in the Super Bowl again.
Pittsburgh?
No, New England.
The Super Bowl. That's right. Jeez. Okay. Lowered expectations.
Jealous.
Yeah. Yeah. So what did you think about those 3 matches actually being on the kickoff show? Did you think that maybe there was another match that should have been in the kickoff show, or was there a match on the kickoff show you thought deserved to be on the main card?
No, because the main card has too many matches.
Yeah, I agree again. I thought, if they had to have those 3 matches, and, it's silly because you have the first ever women's battle royal, and then you relegate it to the kickoff show.
Yes, and you have Andre.
You promote this Cruiserweight Championship Tournament Finals. You revamped the division, and then you put it on the pre-show.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, because when you do look at everything else has, character stories, titles on the line,
This one
things like
doesn't.
that. Yeah, I just think, it's tough because not everybody can make the main card based on the way they do it. So I was fine with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with what they did. So let's just assume we're not gonna, I see the list that you made here. Let's just go one by one, and this is in no particular, or we'll leave Roman and Brock for last. We know that's going on last, but everything else is a crapshoot, literally. So let's open it up with the Ba versus Braun Strowman, and to be determined. A, who do you think the tag partner is going to be, and B, who wins the match? I feel like that second one is pretty obvious.
Yeah, I expect Braun Strowman's team to win the match.
Big shocker there.
And I expect that they're going to wait till Showtime to reveal Braun's partner, which I reported. Geez, I think a couple of weeks ago, a week or two ago, I reported that they were going to wait until Showtime to reveal his partner. And they've added that intrigue, and that's a good thing. Who's it going to be? I'm not sure. I mean, there's a lot of options. The only thing I know is the narrative that, it's generally going to be someone who would not outshine Braun in that role. Someone he wouldn't need, per se, to win, but someone who would just be there because he needs a role filled so he can do the match. And so, I think his team will win. Who it is, though, I have no idea. And they're keeping that very tight-lipped.
So I'm going to say that his partner will be Elias, because I was thinking to myself, there's no effing way that they could fit an Elias standalone segment with all of those matches. Unless they add 2 of those matches to the pre-show. There's just no way. And if you have Elias and Rock do a little thing, when would they have the time? Right? So I'm going to go on a limb and say it's Elias and Braun win. Because fuck the Big Show.
Probably a mid-card guy. Probably a mid-card wrestler. There's been rumors out there. Alexa Bliss and James Ellsworth and Hurricane Helms and pretty much everybody you can think of. Big Cass, Big Show.
Oh, Big Cass would be awful too. I'm sorry. I would not like that at all.
I just think that's the narrative they're going for, is someone who's kind of mid-card and who's not going to outshine Braun.
Well, because they can't have that, Yeah. Braun's the show. I mean, he's been the show for a while. All right, so we have that. Let's just go to SmackDown. SmackDown tag team titles. The Usos versus the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers. Bludgeon Brothers by a freaking mile. No contest. Well, there will be a contest. The Bludgeon Brothers will win. It won't even be close. It shouldn't be close. Right? Am I thinking too logically?
I think they'll win, yeah. I think they're going to win the tag team championships.
Which makes it so interesting. I wonder how many title changes we're going to see.
That seems like a lot.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. So that was easy. This one could be fun. The United States Championship. Rusev, Orton, Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal. Who do we got?
Jinder Mahal.
And why?
I just think Orton is, Orton doesn't need a championship.
Nope, because he doesn't even want to be there to begin with. So why start?
And Bobby Roode just had the title.
He did.
Rusev, they've kind of thrown in the match because he's popular. But it doesn't mean they're going to give him anything. I mean, if I had to choose a backup to win, it'd be Rusev. But I just, I think their original plan was probably Jinder. So that's who I'm going to stick with.
I will go with Rusev Day. Because it's nice whenever they get a pop so freaking loud that it shakes the stadium, and I think that they want that again. And it will rival the reaction that Zack Ryder got in Dallas. So I'll go Rusev on that. I think it's going to be a hell of a moment, and I hope I'm right.
Yeah, I would love that. I mean, I think that's what they should do.
It'd be smart.
Yeah.
It would be very smart. The Intercontinental Championship, the one that I think is going to win match of the night. The Miz, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor, or Prince Devitt. It doesn't look like the Miz is going on paternity leave. So that makes me think that he's going to win it. He's just going to win it. I don't know. It's tough. Who do you have in this?
Seth Rollins.
You have Seth. I'll take... give me Finn Balor due to... No. Give me The Miz due to a Dean Ambrose distraction and doesn't let Seth get it. That's what I want.
Okay. I think it's going to be a great match.
It should be.
Yeah.
If they give them 30 minutes, it for fuck should be. So I hope they do. But again, let's not hold our breath. We know what happens when we hold our breath. It gets bad. Yeah, I got the Miz, and he will be the only one to retain his title Sunday night. So somebody has to. I think it's going to be him. The Raw Women's Championship, Alexa Bliss, the Mean Girl, versus the monstrous among women, Nia Jax. And I think this one is fairly obvious too.
Yeah, I'm going to say Nia Jax in a squash.
Yeah, a squash. I don't know about a squash. She's going to win. That's kind of ballsy.
Yeah, I think she's going to win pretty easily. The only way I could see her losing is if she beats Alexa so bad that she gets disqualified. But outside of that, I anticipate a fairly one-sided match.
That'd be kind of shitty for a WrestleMania match, don't you think?
Got a lot of matches on the card, pal.
Yeah. What if it's a Sheamus Daniel Bryan thing? But I mean, to your credit, you said quick. So, what if she knocks her the fuck out instantly?
Mm-hmm. Could be.
Okay, we both go Nia. I love it. And do we even need to talk about Charlotte and Asuka?
Well, I guess we do, in the fact that I do still expect Carmella to cash in her Money in the Bank briefcase at WrestleMania.
On Asuka. Or in lose.
I expect Asuka. And I haven't heard about this in probably a couple of weeks, but, you know, the indications at the time were that Carmella would cash in her Money in the Bank briefcase after Asuka won and then lose. Man, I just can't see. I can't see Asuka losing to Carmella. You know, especially when I think the match they're working towards is Asuka and Ronda Rousey.
But if they do a swerve and have, hear me out, and have Carmella catch him before the match starts.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a triple threat.
Yep, they could do that for sure.
That'd be fun.
It'd be fun.
I was trying to think of weird shit, okay? And
no, it's not weird at all. It's very possible. I mean, Seth Rollins did it.
And they love multi-person matches.
Well, of course, got to get everyone on the card, pal.
Well, yeah, because the Road Dogg has 8 letters in his name. So naturally, he likes to have 8-person matches.
Yeah.
You know? I wonder. Yeah, I wonder. What if next year, okay, the Road Dogg Invitational, you have to have a team of 8, and you have to disappoint the fuck out of everyone.
That would be good.
You have to kill everything. No, that's it. You gotta kill everything.
Think of the ratings. Huge.
You think so? I think it'd be great. That'd be fun. All right, moving on. softly and slowly. The big one, the first big one, Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Steen and El Generico Cab, the cab driver.
Beep, beep.
Beep. Although, did you watch SmackDown?
I did, unfortunately.
Sammy and Kevin's promo I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, they just, they look like members of the crowd, but yeah.
Oh my God, stop.
They do. They fit right in. When they went through the crowd, they fit right in. I couldn't tell who the wrestlers and who the audience was.
Stop it.
Sad but true.
Oh my God. Jealous is all you are.
No, I'm extremely jealous of Kevin Owens, appearance, believe me. Wow. Okay.
Daniel and Shane versus Kevin and Sammy. Listen, I gotta Daniel and Shane and then they both fly to SmackDown. Or Raw. They both go to Raw the night after.
Yeah, this is a tricky one. Okay.
Say words. You can do it.
Yeah, it's something is kind of keeping me away from picking Bryan and Shane. Okay, so they set the stipulation. Okay, so they're gone from They were very careful to use the words they were fired from SmackDown, not WWE.
That's why. And you have Daniel and Shane be victorious.
Yeah.
And then they jump to Raw. Sure.
But that's their out if they lose to go to Raw. At the same time, I wonder if they're going to turn Bryan or Shane heel. I can't help but wonder. I'll take Bryan and Shane, but I'm definitely not sure about that one at all.
Okay. I'm pretty confident in that. I mean, it could still happen. What if at the end Shane cost Daniel the match and they beat the piss out of Shane, write him off TV? He has diverticulitis. That doesn't heal up in a week.
Well, okay, I mentioned this. I think I did. Anyway, so I was told by one of my sources in WWE that basically they were playing up Shane's injury. That it wasn't as bad as that everyone was led to believe.
The diverticulitis?
Whatever he has, yeah. Whatever he was in the hospital for, they were playing up his injuries to make it seem worse, in the context of the story, to make it seem like he was, I guess, superhuman, or maybe they're going to let it play out in the match. Somehow he's weaker in the match, but it was part of the story. They played up whatever injury he had, so that wasn't like completely legitimate. So I'll take it for what it's worth.
Yeah.
But they were apparently kayfabing everybody, even people in WWE, about it, which is hilarious.
I wonder, but diverticulitis is nothing to fuck around about, man. That doesn't kill people, but it really hurts you inside. Literally.
Yeah, it's very serious. What's your evidence that he has diverticulitis?
He confirmed that, didn't he?
Okay. He confirmed it where?
Wasn't it on the website?
On the WWE.com website, right?
But why would you no,
you understand my point?
I understand it's all storyline based, but why the hell would you lie about something serious like that?
Well, I just explained it.
Well,
it's in the context of the story to make him appear stronger, or also to be used in the match. What it is, I don't exactly know. I was just told that, basically they're
all right
making it more serious than it really was.
Okay. All right. This one's easy. Ronda and Kurt, Steph and Trips. I'm going to go Stephanie and Triple H. Want to know why?
Oh, hot take.
Steph and Trips are going to buy out Ronda. She's going to sell out and make Kurt Angle tap.
Wow. That would be interesting. I like Ronda in the heel role. Because
she's a natural bitch.
Heel.
That's what she is.
Yeah, I agree completely.
That's not a slight towards her. I watched her entire UFC career. She's an asshole, and she's a good one. I mean,
we're gonna catch a lot of shit for this podcast.
People can bite.
Yeah, we don't really care. Okay, so I'm going to take Ronda and Kurt, and Ronda wins by making Stephanie tap out. But, I like your idea because I think Ronda's a natural heel, and this would be a good swerve.
Oh, because everyone loves Kurt. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That will be fun. All right. Two more. Three more. Fuck. The match that you've been shitting on, I say that in a nice way. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Well, it's not the match I've been shitting on. It's the build. It's the story they're telling. Which is two guys pretending to pull back a fake fight move and then pat each other in the head like little dogs. I don't know I don't know what grown adult that appeases to or thinks that would be good. I think it's just absolutely terrible.
I think it's cute.
Atrocious WWE Championship match buildup. It's terrible. It's abysmal. It's embarrassing.
It is pretty bad. And
their lazy and weak writing is just, they think, okay, this is two guys that the Smarks love. We're going to put in a match together, and we don't really have to tell any stories because everybody wants to see this match. And so that's just what we're going to do. Yeah. Very lazy, very weak.
I'll take Shinsuke.
I'm going to take AJ.
Okay. So is that your only title defense for the night?
Yeah. It could be Shinsuke very well. I just think, man, if he wins, how is he going to go out there and cut a 15-minute promo on SmackDown every week? Because they're not changing the WWE formula for him.
That's very true.
So I just don't think in that regard he can carry it. So I just don't see it working. Man, it would be interesting. What a disaster that could be, in my opinion. So, he could very well win, but I'm going to take AJ Styles for that reason, just because, man, I think it's going to be potentially a big disaster if Nakamura wins. And I know people don't want to hear that, but it's just true.
We'll certainly see. No doubt about that. All right. The lock of the century, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, but I want to hear from you how you think they'll do it. Is Roman going to align with Paul Heyman? Because Brock is confirmed for a UFC return.
Well,
hello, ladies and friends.
Well, they don't know when. He's saying he doesn't know when. I mean, that's,
Well, did you see what Dana White just said today?
Well, he said he's going to return, but he didn't know when.
Well, it'll be soon, and you know that.
Well, I mean, he could do both. He absolutely could do both, like before. He could stay signed part-time and then also be allowed to work a fight in UFC.
Do you believe him? Do you believe that he could?
I believe Brock Lesnar probably wants to do another fight, yes. So, would I? No. Of course not.
I would
take my millions in WWE, fake fighting on TV, making 20 appearances a year, and then I would call it a career. I mean, it's a no-brainer to me. But he has a desire to fight, I think, and so, yeah. So I think one way or another, he will end up fighting again. I don't have any information that is the case. Just my opinion, I think that it's looking like that's a definite possibility. Even if he stays, that he fights again.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right, last but not least, John Cena versus The Undertaker. What happens?
Just to clarify, yes, I think Brock Lesnar wins. I mean Roman Reigns.
I was gonna say, really?
Although that wouldn't be, I think that wouldn't be the worst idea in the world if Lesnar wins and then
have him lose the night after to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could
maybe be Roman the night after. That's what you want to do, whatever. But yeah, I think Roman Reigns wins.
All right. John Cena, Undertaker, last but not least.
Yeah. So the match is happening.
Of course. No, it's not. What do you mean? John's going as a fan.
And this is funny, but it's not funny. It's actually kind of, I just want to tear my hair out because, yeah, nothing has changed about this. Nothing I've reported has changed. Nothing about this has changed at all. And so, yeah, the match is scheduled to be on at WrestleMania. John Cena versus Undertaker. And, you know, that hasn't changed. Now, Vince McMahon is the one who's in charge of this particular story. And he is working overtime to swerve people and add intrigue to it. And the thing I was told, and I've confirmed with a couple of people that the match is still on as of what's today? We're recording this on Thursday. Yeah, with early this week. Okay. So, you know, nothing has changed. And, but the funny thing is that I was told by a source in WWE that they're working this stuff hard on everybody. They tightened up quite a bit on storylines this year in terms of leaks within the company.
Mm-hmm.
So I found that very interesting. And I've noticed that as well. They've done a great job of doing just that, of trying to swerve the audience and trying to keep them guessing. And so, believe it or not, I have people constantly messaging me on Twitter. I don't think the match is happening. The match is off. Blah, blah, blah. It's going to be Kane. It's going to be this. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God. So I finally ended up saying, like, stop tweeting me to ask if the match is still on. Because nothing has fucking changed that I'm aware of at all.
No.
In fact, it's been confirmed a couple of different times that the match is still on. So, as I have said to others, just be patient and let the story play out. Now, how is the match going to happen? I'm not totally sure, but I have an idea of how it could happen. How about that? How about Kid Rock is how the match kicks off?
Yeah, that's right. And does
American Badass.
Yeah.
That could be one way. And I don't know if that's true. I'm just logically thinking through how it could happen. Right? And so that's just one way that came to my mind. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. And that's fun. That's a good thing. But just be patient and let it play out. Although Mike Johnson did report basically they weren't having a match, which I thought was hilarious.
Oh my God.
Well, he's going to be there, but, you know, there's no indications they're going to have a match.
Okay, that's enough.
I said, oh, okay, yeah. Anyway, okay, well, yeah, so my pick on this would be, I'm going to go with Undertaker.
I'm going with Undertaker as well.
Okay.
The eyes have it. All right. Good picks. We'll see who wins. The loser has to watch the next 18 hours of WWE television without one complaint.
Wow, that's going to be hard.
Best of luck.
I hope you're ready for that. I just want to say that I have not received any information intentionally on who's winning the matches. I don't want to know. I don't want to know who's winning the matches.
I don't want to know either.
So when I'm telling you, I think so and so is going to win. That's what I think, but I don't know, and that's the way I want to keep it.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm the same way. I agree with that. I do. All right. Well, before we go, you know what we got to do.
Oh no!
Come on.
Is that what I think? Is it?
It is.
Oh, jeez. I thought we got rid of that guy. You said, John, okay, this must be a rib. You said we were doing the 30-minute format. We were going to, digital Dino and just do the regular format. What's going on here?
It's WrestleMania week. He worked hard on it. He's talking about women's wrestling, which we can always have more of. Remember, it's the revolution. What? Okay. Just one night only, right?
One night only.
Hey, once in a lifetime, John Cena and The Rock wrestled at WrestleMania.
Are you telling me we're going to do this again? Are you literally telling me we're going to have Dean do his run-in thing again after tonight?
I plead the fifth. Once in a lifetime. All right.
All right.
This week I'm climbing the top rope, dropping the elbow on primarily the women's division.
Okay, pause. Whenever he said he was going to drop the elbow from the top rope, I thought you were going to throw a jab in there and say, I hope you fall.
I would just like to see him drop an elbow from the top rope.
Oh, I can't. I have to. Nope, can't do it.
And their inability to cut effective promos. And I'm starting with you, Asuka. They've taken her character. It's not like she can't effectively talk. In NXT, the moments that she talked, and think of the moments you might remember with Dana Brooke and with Emma and with Ember Moon, there were moments where, just what she said was short and was effective. Now, every time she gets to the ring,
I don't watch the minor league.
Huffing and puffing. Her entire body is going up and down. And then she's screaming. And it's just not making sense for her character. We understand she's not going to cut a world-class promo, but it could still be effective. And quite frankly, WWE should have just used more video and storytelling and pre-produced storytelling for Charlotte and Asuka. Because quite frankly, Charlotte's not that much better, especially as a face. She's not a good promo. Paul Heyman needs one job other than being the advocate for Brock Lesnar. And that's being the teacher of how to cut an effective promo for the entire women's division except one person.
Alexa
Bliss. She gets it. The rest of them, top to bottom, not one of them knows how to cut a promo, and so I'm dropping the elbow on them this week. Hopefully, the in-ring product at WrestleMania will be better than the promos they delivered.
And in that moment, Brad's foot is in his mouth.
Alexa is the best promo. That's true. I mean,
he is.
She's the only good promo, actually. I mean,
Carmella's done an okay job at times. She has.
Yeah. But Alexa's the only good promo. She's very good at a promo. I mean, she's better than definitely some of the men.
Absolutely.
And I like the idea of Paul Heyman actually helping out and teaching the women's division promos.
Yeah, I do too. I definitely do too. All right, where can we find you on Twitter?
At the Brad Shepard, SHEPARD. And you can follow my work on bodyslam.net, where I am the managing editor of that site. Follow us for all of your wrestling news.
You can find me at John Fisher TV. That is it. Enjoy WrestleMania, everyone. Tweet us your predictions. We have a couple days, so don't slack off. Seriously, that'd be kind of shitty. Not going to lie. Now, Brad, I'm going to ask you if you have one more thing to say, but this time it has to be wrestling related.
Has to be wrestling related. Well, okay, in that case. Did you know that Hulk Hogan has a 10-inch penis, but not Terry Bollea?
For the love of God. I'll see everyone next week. Enjoy WrestleMania. Sleep on that.
Brother.
At least I didn't say sleep in that. That'd be weird.